We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully you click that like button as well. The price of our the price of admission for our live streams is to simply hit the like button. Before I start this off, I want to say thank you so much to Dr. Edward C. Ford Sr., Reverend Dr. Edward C. Ford Sr. Reason why I'm thanking you is because my apologies, charges to my mind and not my heart. I never got the opportunity to thank you for sending me a book that you actually wrote. He wrote this book. He signed it, sent it to me, and I never had the opportunity to thank you for it. He even wrote a nice long letter in it and everything, and this just completely skipped my mind. Again, charge it to my mind and not my heart. First of all, I want to say AOC is a cutie pie, and if I'm looking at this as WWE, she is the villain that I like. I know y'all don't like her, but I actually like her. Not only because she's cute, but because she stands on convictions for the other side, whether she sounds silly or not. And although I don't agree with most things she says, I'm talking about like 80% of the things she say, I do like the fire that she has under her. Will there be some consequences for her in the near future? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's where our country is right now. I don't have a problem with people speaking up for what they stand for and speaking for their convictions. Something like Ilhan Omar. That chick right there is just batshit crazy, in my opinion. I think that she has lost her damn mind. I think she does not really love our country the way that she claims she does. I think she loved the country that she represents far more than she loves us. She represents Somalia. That's what she represents. Y'all see the thumbnail. This is her. She was calling Trump a dictator. She was saying that she's speaking all of this stuff to a whole bunch of people in Congress, saying we control the purse strings. We control the money. That's what it's all about to her. That's what it's all about to a lot of people in government. People in government, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all represent the American people, okay? That's what y'all represent, all right? We're already in a deficit. We don't have $2 billion to send to another country. We've been funding so many countries for so long. It's time for us to get our sugar honey iced tea in order. We have a man in office, a man that you don't like. The reason why you don't like him, you have so much disdain for him, is because he is removing all of your ability to take advantage of us anymore. I don't like people who represent us, who we voted into office just to take advantage of us. That shouldn't happen. Also, we still got illegal immigrants, and some are Americans too, who are burning the American flag in the middle of the street in a form of protest to our country for not doing what they want us to do. Let me tell y'all something. If I was the president, all of y'all would have got pepper sprayed. Y'all would have got your asses beat with an aspartame, and y'all will be arrested right now, or you will be shipped off to wherever you're supposed, whatever flag you represent. I will put a tag on your goddamn ankle and your wrist and send you off to that country. You can take your flag with you. America don't owe you shit. Do you hear me? I'm not all super American. I don't know a whole bunch of people who fought for our country. All right. I'm certain I have family members who fought for the country. I'm certain I have friends who fought for the country. But I didn't grow up like that. I am just now becoming this person that have some sort of interest for our government. I never gave a damn. I didn't care. And clearly, a lot of these people out here in the streets who are protesting by the thousands, blocking people from driving to and from work, they don't give a damn about other citizens. Y'all are simply showing that the only thing that's important to you is your own personal interest. I can give a damn about your own personal interest. As a matter of fact, most of these people who are outside protesting, they're not paying any taxes. Most of these people who are outside protesting are benefiting off of the American dollar and the American taxpayer, but they are not putting anything into the pot. I hope Trump continue to do exactly what he said he's going to do. Somebody said on Instagram, on X yesterday, he said, I am a one-issue voter. The one issue I voted for is for liberal tears. I don't care if it becomes $10 for one egg. As long as y'all are crying, I am fine. And I didn't understand that at first because I'm like, wait a minute, that's petty. That is petty. But then I sit back and I look and I realize that Americans are not happy unless they're able to take advantage of our government. They don't care about anybody to their left or to their right as long as they're able to hose the American taxpayer. That will take our country backwards. Y'all do realize that, right? You claim you want us to be stronger in the eyes of other nations, right? Then doing all of this bullshit, sugar honey iced tea that y'all are doing, I'm trying not to curse. I apologize for cursing so far. I'm trying to keep it clean. But doing all of the mess that y'all are doing, y'all are making us look weak as F. And y'all lucky I'm not Trump. I'm just going to say that to you. You are lucky that I'm not Trump. All this damn complaining y'all are doing, and then the same people that's complaining about not being able to afford eggs, not being able to afford groceries, being pissed off about white supremacy holding us back. Y'all niggas are the same ones on video throwing dollars at a lady who is in her drawers or don't have any panties on at all, that's just twerking for you, shaking her little nasty ass while you throwing taxpayer dollars on her that you probably made from effing up somebody's family because you done sold drugs to them. The hypocrisy is killing me. I am losing not faith. I'm losing patience with y'all acting as if y'all give a damn and y'all don't. DEI, we're losing our opportunities. The country don't care about us. Trump is a racist and white supremacist. Bruh, at some point, there has to be some sort of order in anything that you want to go well. In anything. My biggest accomplishment, and to God be the glory, I thank God for his grace and mercy. And before we even continue, have you guys given God all praise, glory, and honor for his grace and his mercy? Because a lot of times the biggest complainers are the ones who do not have a relationship with God, are the ones who just completely disregard the blessings that they have. They disregard the health that they have. They disregard the family and the support that they have. They disregard the roof that they have over their heads at night. They disregard the food that they have on their table. Whether it's the same food over and over and over again, it's food nonetheless. And we're constantly trying to act as if we need more, we're not getting more, we require more. Bruh, I'm getting tired of this, man. For all of you complainers out there, if you are a complainer, you are not a friend of mine. And I can care less if you block me from your social media accounts. I can care less if you no longer rock with me because I voted for Trump. I can care less. Because at some point, we all got to grow the hell up. And if we want the best for this country, it will behoove all of us to stop focusing on these little issues to complain about over and over and over again, and instead come together as Americans and see how we can all win together. Some people feel like they're not winning as long as there's another group of individuals that are suffering. I don't feel that way. That's the only one difference that I have from the gentleman who said that he votes based off of one issue, and that issue is to see leftists or liberals cry. Listen, we can win without somebody else losing. This is about us as Americans. Are we really about Americans' business or are we not? I want to show y'all something. Ilhan Omar, AOC, with her little cutie pie self. She a little cutie pie, yes, she is. But she ridiculous. But honestly, listen, how many of you like or used to watch wrestling? Some of you used to watch wrestling. I no longer watch it. I used to watch it with my brothers. All right. Back in the Jimmy Superfly Snooker days, Hulk Hogan days, Andre the Giant, what's his name? Macho Savage. What's his name? Randy Macho Savage. I forgot his name. I wasn't good in all that stuff. I used to just like to jump off the couch and hit my brothers in the head with my arm and say, "We're in the ring. The crowd is going wild." That's what I used to like to do. And then slam each other on the table or something like that. That's it. But at the end of the day, my villain in this story when it comes to wrestling will be AOC. There are certain people on the other side that I like Schumer. I think he is absolutely ridiculous. Jumping to conclusions, pulling out a beer from a Corona and an avocado, saying that the price of both of these are about to skyrocket. Fear now. So much fear. Have so much fear. Run out the house screaming because this Corona and this avocado. And I'm sitting behind her. I'm sitting on the couch looking at him like, if you don't shut your ass up, oh, goofy looking big nose ass. At any rate. And also, if we're not doing anything for special interest groups, and I know I said it yesterday, and a lot of y'all are mad at me for saying it, but I'm going to say it again. We shouldn't do anything specifically for the Jews. I said it, and I'm not apologizing for it. If we're not doing anything specifically for the DEI and the black people and the Asians and Hispanics, then we're not doing anything specifically for the Jews. We all been through something. Ain't that how y'all feel? Don't y'all feel like we all done been through something? So if we all done been through something, then maybe we all should have separate protections, right? And if that's not the case, then let's just keep it American. Let's just keep it American. But I bet you we can't do that. I double dog dare y'all to do that. Most of y'all can't do that. Also, those who entered in the $100 cash giveaway yesterday, thank y'all so much for reaching out. And I'm about to move forward in a minute. Thank y'all so much for reaching out. But I'm not mailing you $100 cash, $100 in cash or $100 check or $100 money order. I need for you to sign up for Cash App. If only temporarily, sign up for Cash App. All right? Because that's the only way I'm sending it to you. Venmo is not my friend, nor is Zelle. Okay? And then once I send it to you, you can delete it. Okay? That's it. That's all I had to say about that. Let's move forward. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I am pissed right now, man. I'm upset. I'm ready to slap the hell out of a nigga. Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite wrestler. Shout out to us, T-Man, man. I appreciate you. There are many foreign actors in the government that I feel have no business being there, like Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar. They need to get the F out, in my opinion. Hey, I'm with you on that. And this right here, man, we need to do something about allowing people to just burn American flags on our grounds. For real. I got an issue with that. And I never served in the military. I'm not the type of person that stands up and start crying when the American flag is out. But I do understand what it means and what it represented. All the people that died and bled for our freedoms. I get it. So I respect that. And I'll be damned if we're going to have somebody who is freeloading off of our taxpayer dollars, off of our blood, sweat, and tears, and then decide that they want more and they're going to demand that we give them more, and then waving all these other flags while burning ours. Man, kiss my ass, bro. That's not happening, Jack. Unless it's going to happen if we continue to allow it to happen. Hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. I don't know if we're going to reach 2,000 likes like we did last night, which y'all did an amazing job with that. But yeah, we're going to definitely cover this. All right, so let's go and get into it. All right, so shout out to all the people who have been pissed off, all these people who have been sending in all these different threats, talking about they're about to start pulling up on people who voted for Trump, pulling up on people who are backing Elon Musk and Doge. They're talking about they're about to start, we're going to have to pay for it now. The only way we'll feel it is if we fear for our lives now. So stay dangerous, guys. That's all I'm going to say to that. Stay dangerous. Here we go with Ilhan Omar with her silly self, man. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to know in the comments. Let's go and get to it, man.
It is really, really a sad day in America. We are witnessing a constitutional crisis. We talked about Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one, and here we are. This is what the beginning of dictatorship looks like. When you gut the Constitution and you install yourself as the sole power, that is how dictators are made. What Trump and Elon and all of their cronies are trying to do is take away the constitutional power of Congress. We get to decide. We have the power of the purse. We get to decide where money is allocated.
That's what it's all about to her. You hear that? I just want y'all to listen. Listen, sometimes we just got to listen. Sometimes just listen to them and they'll tell you exactly what they represent. We have the power of the purse. We decide where the money goes. And then we send it to the executive, to the president, and all they got to do is just sign it. That's it. Just shut up and sign it. Let me tell you something, Ilhan, young lady. You no longer have a president in office who's just going to shut up and sign what you send across his desk. That's not who you have in office anymore. You had that for the last 4 years. You no longer have that privilege. Sorry. They are so pissed off that they no longer have that privilege to just tell the president, shut up and sign this. The people have spoken. You have given us free reign to do whatever we want to do with taxpayers' money. So now do what we said or we're going to protest. Trump like, I don't give a damn if you protest. All of y'all can get out there and protest. Matter of fact, I would draw up the signs for you. What you want this sign to say, huh? Will, you want this sign to say? Give me some crayons, give me some markers. I'll draw up all the signs. Get out there and protest until your heart is content. I don't give a damn. People that question how Omar got elected, um, in Minnesota. What's that, Stalin? It doesn't matter who votes, but I who count the votes. I live in her district. She's not that loved. Even the Somalis don't like her. How in the hell the Somalis don't like her? When she has given Somalia $2 billion since 2022. I'm not making this up. I'm going to show y'all right after we're done playing this video, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. We're getting into this, man. Let's go ahead and get back into it. They're telling us exactly what's important to them. I need for y'all to listen. Okay, here we go. Let me just be quiet now. Let me go ahead and shut up.
Have the power of the purse. We get to decide where money is allocated, and it's the executive's power to make sure that that money gets to where it needs to get.
Thank you, CC.
When we talk about civil servants being let go, what we are talking about is not saving money. It's essentially saying they can get paid while they're home and their work doesn't get done on behalf of the American people. Right. It is us, taxpayers, who are being ripped off.
Yeah, it's us that's being ripped off. We want more of our money to go to Somalia. Yeah. What? What am I not understanding? Hey, guys, I promise you, I am a novice when it comes to this politics stuff. I need for y'all to break it down to me why these individuals feel like they are being robbed. Now, some of them might lose their jobs. So let me calm down a little bit. Some of them might lose their jobs. So I understand if they are just out there because, look, we don't want to lose our jobs. And we out here to just make some noise until Trump do something to save our jobs. I don't have anything to say to that. I don't want any, listen, I cannot be the president of the United States of America because I probably wouldn't fire one person. That's just not in me to do. But we all know Trump has been beloved for saying two words. Before he decided to get into politics. Do y'all know what those two words was? I'm certain y'all know. It was, "You're fired." This dude don't care. He wants to make sure things are running right or not at all until he fixes it. I'm too soft for that. So sorry, Ilhan, but the taxpayers want what the taxpayers have been promised. And that's for a cleaner, safer, more powerful, God-loving, country-loving America. All right, let's jump back into it, man. These people are daggone. They killing me, man. They killing me.
While they're home and their work doesn't get done on behalf of the American people. Right. It is us, taxpayers, who are being ripped off. It is us, taxpayers, who are not getting the resources that we paid into.
Thanks, Kimmy Joe.
So I ask the American people, do you want people at home and getting a paycheck and not providing services to you? The answer is no. Do you want the executive making the only decisions in this country, or do you want the elected representatives that you sent to Washington making those policies?
Trump does not want to make all of the decisions. I'm just letting you know that right now. He really doesn't. He will much rather have a department that's already been selected, do their jobs and do it properly. That way he don't have to make the decisions. I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but Trump wants to go down as being the best president ever that this country has ever seen. He don't want to go down as the most hated president ever. He actually loves people. He want to make everyone happy. He want America to be great. All those people that he's pulling out and saying, yo, just go home, man. You ain't even got to do nothing for your tenure. Listen, we'll square you away. This is him letting them know, I'm not trying to be the harshest guy in the world, because I could just strip you of your position and just get you up out of here. But I'm not going to do that. Just go at home while we figure things out. And, you know what I mean? This country has not been run properly for a long time. It's time to get our ducks in order, our ducks in a row. It's time for us to cross our T's and dot our I's again. That's just where we are. All right, let's get back into it. Listen, hit the like button if you haven't already, gang.
I am exceptionally upset about USAID. I lived in a refugee camp for 4 years as a child surviving civil war. It is the essential programs that USAID provided that kept my family and I fed and safe. It is the resources that so many people around the world rely on. And it is our soft power. Oftentimes, people interact with our country through the military. That does not create love for us, and it certainly does not keep us safe. When the world...
Okay. I want y'all to see this right here. The United States has provided nearly $2.3 billion for humanitarian assistance in Somalia since fiscal year 2022, and remains committed to supporting the people of Somalia through crisis and helping them build resilience to future shocks. $2.3 billion. That's how much money we have given to Somalia since 2022. 2022. So this is why Margaret Taylor Greene got out here and said this right here.
Against Ilhan Omar. And the reason why I did that, and I'll just say this, censure is not going far enough. If it were up to me, we would expel Ilhan Omar and deport her out of the United States. Her comments are outrageous. She's acting as a foreign agent within our very government. She said the U.S. government will only do what Somalians in the U.S. tell them to do. They will do what we want and nothing else. They must follow our orders, and that is how we will safeguard the interest of Somalia. She also said, for as long as I am in Congress, Somalia will never be in danger. Its waters will not be stolen by Ethiopia or others. Sleep in comfort knowing I am here to protect the interest of Somalia from inside the U.S. system. Ilhan Omar needs to be censured, but censure is not enough. I'm telling you right now, she's acting as a foreign agent on behalf of a foreign country. Our country is going to be taken over from the inside. She's not the only one. Look at Joe Biden. We're investigating Joe Biden for his family getting paid millions of dollars for him acting in the interest of other countries and getting rich by it. We're talking about Ukraine and Burisma. He got a prosecutor, Viktor Shokin, fired in Ukraine, and his family took millions of dollars for that. That's acting in the interest of a foreign country. That's being a foreign agent inside our government. We can move on. There's others here like that. Rashida Tlaib, she does everything she can to act in the interest of Hamas over in Gaza. She literally voted to allow Hamas terrorists to come into our country. She made that vote along with Cori Bush. Cori Bush is acting in the interest of terrorists. Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush acting in the interest of terrorists. For as long as this continues and we allow people to serve in our government, acting as foreign agents for the interest and for the good of foreign countries and foreign peoples, our country is not safe. Ilhan Omar, needs to be censured. I urge my colleagues to vote to censure her, but I also urge my colleagues that we need to join together to stop foreign agents serving in our government in the interests of foreign countries. We serve the United States of America, and that's it. We serve the American people and no other people. That's how our country needs to get back on track, and that's the only way we'll save our country.
What did she say that was wrong? What did she say that was wrong? Because a lot of people will look at that and they'd be like, okay, y'all are just being disrespectful to the rest of the nation right now, to the rest of the world. You already know that they need us. They would just fall off the map if it weren't for our dollars, if it weren't for our efforts, possibly. But there's a better way to do this. And now we have a president in office who's going to figure out the best way to do it without us being taken advantage of the way we have been. We've seen what happened with Mexico. He's tightened the belt. He's tightened the belt with Panama. He's tightened the belt with Canada. He's tightened the belt with Colombia. He's doing every single thing that Americans voted him in office to do. We want less drugs over here. We want less fentanyl over here. We want less deaths of American citizens. And he is preventing that from happening. Why aren't they celebrating? The reason why they're not celebrating is because they want him to fail. They can't want him to fail and want the country to win at the same time. That's an oxymoron. He's literally the president of our nation right now. If the country is winning while he's in office, then he's winning. And they don't want that. Because how else would they get their jobs back or they win more seats in government when it's time for them to run for office again? If everything is great from 2024 to 2028, they're going to be pissed off. They need something to complain about. They need something that can pull them together. You understand me? So, and then we have my girl AOC. Not only does she speak up for the people who are being deported, but she went online to do a TED Talk for all illegal immigrants to see, to tell them exactly what to do so that they not get deported. I want y'all to watch this right now. She is literally coaching them on how not to be deported. Check this out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to know. Don't forget, hit the like button if you have not already, guys. And thank you for the super chats as well.
Because what you can do is protect people. The slower they operate, the less they can break. You hear me? This is why this is strategically important. The slower they operate, the less they can break. And so know your rights. If ICE comes to your workplace, if ICE comes to your door, you do not have to open the door. You ask them for a judicial warrant, not an administrative warrant. ICE very often tries to show you some official looking paper in order to intimidate people and to let them in. Again, remember, they rely on the perception of power. No. You don't just get some paper and let them in. You look for a judicial warrant. You look for a judge's signature on that piece of paper. If there is not a judge's signature on that piece of paper, you do not have to open the door. Number two, you can ask them to leave. If they do not procure a warrant, you can ask them to leave. You can stay silent. If they have detained you, you can say, I would like to remain silent. You invoke your right. You do not have to share personal information. They want to know what your immigration status is. Even if you're a US citizen, if they want to ask you, are you a US citizen? You tell them, I don't have to answer that question. You tell them, I do not have to answer that question. You do not have to. They ask you where you were born. I don't have to answer that question. They ask for your immigration status. I do not have to answer your question. They do not, unless you are being officially detained. If they have a judicial warrant, And by the way, you do not have to sign anything. And if they want to keep asking you questions, you say, I would like to speak to my attorney. In New York and California, you have a right to an attorney, including if you are undocumented or anything. You would say, I would like an attorney. Or if you are outside of the states of New York or California, you can say, I would like to speak to an attorney. And you can get your own attorney. So, or you can procure your own attorney. So you say, I want to talk to a lawyer. Because
all right, so check this out. When ICE shows up at your door, they're not showing up to give you a pop quiz. All right, they already know who's behind that door. So feel free to either open the door or let them kick it open. Either way, the door is going to open. And you're going to be in the back of their cruiser headed toward wherever they're going to hold you until it's time for them to get you up out the country. That's what's going to happen. Feel free to listen to AOC as much as you possibly can. You go ahead and say, I'm not talking. I want a lawyer. Call my lawyer and all this other stuff. Trust me, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. What she's giving you is something called American privilege. This is a privilege that Americans have. This is something that law-abiding citizens can actually use because these are our rights as law-abiding American citizens. One thing she's failing to leave out is that if you're not an American citizen, these rules don't apply to you. You can't take advantage of that. Simply put. Hold on one second. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Anthony. I really appreciate it. It's called treason. That's what a large part of our government is doing. Treason. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%, guys. And listen, AOC is trying to give them game and set them up so that they can do the right thing because she has a heart for people who are I'm looking for another word. Undocumented humans. Undocumented humans. All right. That's what they call them. You all call them illegal immigrants. But she's pretty much trying to tell them this. But I want y'all to see this right here. This just now came across my desk. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Watch this right here. Hit the like button if y'all have not seen this already. But I need for y'all to just check this out, man. This is so good. All right. Check this out. And again, this is about all the money that has been taken from us and given to the rest of the world.
You're now the head of USAID. The head of Doge, Elon Musk, called USAID a criminal organization and added that it is time for it to die. Do you agree with that?
They have basically evolved into an agency that believes that they're not even a U.S. government agency, that they are a global charity, that they take the taxpayer money and they spend it as a global charity, irrespective of whether it is in the national interest or not in the national interest. One of the most common complaints you will get if you go to embassies around the world from State Department officials and ambassadors and the like is USAID is not only not cooperative, they undermine the work that we're doing in that country. They are supporting programs that upset the host government for whom we're trying to work with on a broader scale and so forth. So they're completely unresponsive. They just don't consider that they work for the US. They just think they're a global entity and that their master is the globe and not the United States. And that's not what the statute says, and that's not sustainable.
Can it be reformed or does it need to die?
Well, that was always the goal, was to reform it. But now we have rank insubordination. Now we have basically an active effort where their basic attitude is we don't work for anyone. We work for ourselves. No agency of government can tell us what to do. So the president made me the acting administrator. I've delegated that power to someone who's there full time, and we're going to go through the same process at USAID as we're going through now at the State Department. I think there are some, this is not about getting rid of foreign aid. There are things that we do through USAID that we should continue to do that makes sense. And we'll have to decide, is that better through the State Department or is that better through something, a reformed USAID? That's the process we're working through. There are things that are happening at USAID that we should not be involved in funding or that we have a lot of questions about, but they're completely uncooperative. So we had no choice but to take dramatic steps to bring this thing under control.
Do you think that we'll
They have no choice. We're the adults, man. At some point, the adults got to do adult things. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that, man. I said what I had to say. Hopefully I didn't get in trouble with anybody. Again, guys, if you submitted your an email to me for the $100 cash giveaway, make sure you have a Cash App so that I can send that to you. I don't have Venmo or Zelle. I can do Venmo maybe. I can probably not Zelle though. Zelle has been kicking my ass. But mainly Cash App, okay? But I'm not sending anything in the mail. Not a money order, not cash, not a check. All right. So if you don't have it, my apologies, but I'm not going to be able to provide it for you. And I'm only picking 3 people. Okay. Love y'all, man. I'll see you on the next live stream. Don't forget, I do YouTube coaching and I would love to coach you as well. All right. Thank you again for everybody who hung out with me, all of my super chatters, all of my blues who helped out. Y'all are absolutely amazing. And one more. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from 0 to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.